Namibia made history with the first ever HopHydro Cup Namibia 2025, a groundbreaking international under-18 junior soccer tournament hosted by HopHydro Energy, a Namibian-German leader in green hydrogen in partnership with Colin Benjamin Soccer Academy, CBS. From January 17th to 19th, premier teams from Germany, South Africa and Namibia clashed at the CBS Arena in Windhoek, showcasing the best of youth football talent. Among the distinguished participants was South Africa's #1 premier junior team, Mamelodi Sundowns FC, joined by Germany's #1 FC Nürnberg junior Bundesliga team, a strong contender in the German Junior Bundesliga Championship.
The HopHydro Cup, I think the idea was, from us, from a sporting point of view, was always to say how can we actually create a platform, international platform, where we can actually have our boys and Namibian youth soccer players measure themselves against teams and players in their age group outside of the borders of the country.
You know, we started 10 years ago with the HopSo Youth Soccer League, a national youth league, and the next level is international, of course, and HopHydro Cup Namibia. The idea is that we provide Namibian junior soccer players aged under 18, under 19, under 20, in this range, a competition on an international level with the strongest teams in the world.
And I think that fitted well also with the concept that our sponsors, our main sponsors, HopHydro, had with their company coming into the space with youth and just creating this platform for youth players.
For many German players, this was their first time in Africa. The tournament was not just about football, it was an opportunity to immerse themselves in Namibian culture and hospitality. Players explored the city, tasted Namibia's signature dish, kapana, and interacted with the Ovahimba and Herero communities at the Katutura Youth Complex.
Also, you have to know that getting international teams to come for or play in your country, you also have to give them something back. And I think obviously you want to capture them, you want to let them know what's going on in your country. And I think the cultural aspect of us as a Namibian people, what we do, how we live, how we see things, and also the hunger of why, for them also to understand the hunger of why our players want to leave, should leave. And it's the circumstances what we have here and the experience for them as well. If you look through what the Nürnberg guys had to see in Windhoek, it was an experience for them as well. And I think the two cultures basically coming together, that forms respect, friendships and lasting bonds. And I think and I hope that this can continue also.
Yeah, this is where most of our kids, less privileged, come study for free. They get bread, and we have cycling, and we have a whole bunch of activities here. So this is paid physical activity youth program.
Okay,
so
Jugendprogramm, wo man essen kann, Sport machen kann.
They are also having a soccer team, girls soccer team, boys soccer team, youth, everything is here. Yeah, so we are moving. This is now Teachers Resource Center. So people play every Saturday and Sunday, social league for money. They play their soccer. Yeah. I'll just show you around. We walk like this. We walk like this.
It was It was a wish of them. Honestly, they came not only to play soccer, they wanted to see as well cultural background, and therefore we really helped them organizing a township tour and a small safari. And I think that was even a bigger and better experience to them than the whole soccer play.
After the international visiting teams enjoyed a township tour and warm Namibian hospitality, it was time to get down to business. The much anticipated HopHydro Cup 2025 officially kicked off with a grand opening ceremony on Friday evening at the CBS Arena. The event was graced by Commerce Regional Governor Laura McLeod Kachirua, who delivered the keynote address. She was joined by Dr. Emma Kantema, Deputy Minister of Sports, Youth and Culture, as well as Freddie Muya, Chief Administrator of the Namibia Sports Commission. Excitement was in the air as sports enthusiasts from across the country flocked to the CBS Arena, marking the first major international sporting event on Namibia's 2025 sports calendar. With the stage set and the energy buzzing, all eyes were now on the teams as they prepared to battle for the prestigious HopHydro Cup title.
When it comes to soccer, it's a question of our children first going to school. Once they are done with their school, then they can become soccer players. We have actually learned the hard way that those that went straight away to go and play soccer, they have realized that we need to go back to school. So it's better you finish your school and then you proceed with soccer. As a ministry, this is not just football, but it's a powerful tool that unites us as a mission, unites us as young people, inspire us, and also teaches us, especially our young people, the essential life skills that we need. Let us all come together. I'm not here to make speeches, but to celebrate the spirit of competition, the love of football. May the best team win, as the governor has said, that's the nature of this competition. And may this tournament inspire our youth to chase their dreams with passion and perseverance. Once more, thank you very much for inviting us, and let the HopHydro Cup begin.
The games may begin. Have fun!
The tournament kicked off with an electrifying opener between Colin Benjamin's soccer talents and Mamelodi Sundowns, setting the stage for an unforgettable weekend of competition.
The first match between CBS and Sundowns was very exciting in a way, because in the first half you could clearly see that CBS could cope with the level of Sundowns. They even had two clear chances, which they unfortunately did not make, and only towards the end of the second half they lost the match. And yeah, they lost 2-0, but what is the summary of that whole situation? The summary for me is they can really cope with top-level teams.
As we saw first half, we were observing the style of play of the opponents because we didn't know how they play. So even the next game, I think we're gonna do the same. But
you're gonna stick to that?
Yeah, but you have to score first half.
I think that was actually quite an interesting game in the sense that we also had a full house. That was really, really beautiful from an organizational point of view. At the same time, our players, obviously there was a lot of nerves around them, and they didn't know where to stand, how they stand. But I think they did well. They did well in the sense that obviously Sundowns technically good, they school, tactically they know what it is that they have to do. You can also see that it's a team that's been together for a while. but they couldn't crack CBS, and I think that was really good work from our coaches, the technical team, and also the players themselves. But obviously towards the end of the match, where because Sundowns is a possession team, they kept the ball. Keeping the ball means the opponent has to run more, and having long phases of not having the ball leads to concentration lapses, and I think that's where they scored the goal. That's exactly their learning situation. You're looking for them to learn that you don't have the ball, you've got to stay concentrated. If you're not concentrated, one guy's not concentrated, that's exactly where you're going to hit. That's what they did. Well-deserved win for them, and they structure the organization around the team, whether it's the technical team or the players, was just really something that we could take cut the leaf out of. And it's not only us as CBS, it's basically the MTC Oxford Youth Soccer League players, coaches.
Yeah, I think you could see CBS gave us a tough time out there. I think they worked harder, they took their work ethic to the next level, and we've had to grind a little bit, but we were prepared to be patient and work hard.
Fans were treated to not just football, but entertainment with a high-energy performance by Namibian DJ Spuza.
I think every game had its own highlights. But what stood out for me as a coach, maybe also as one of the people that's organizing it, I think was the professionalism of Mamelodi Sundowns. Their technical team was here in the morning. They started work already analyzing their opponents. They knew exactly how the Commerce Regional team is going to play. They knew what Nuremberg is going to play. They sat after they recorded all the matches. They sat here in this very space and they did the analyzing of the opponents. That's how I think they could win these games, because they were prepared. A technical team that is prepared obviously gives the information over to the players, and that was for me the highlight. Pure professionalism shown by Mamelodi Sundowns.
The outstanding highlight was, of course, the situation of Nuremberg for me, because Nuremberg, which was supposed to be perhaps one of the best teams, really had a kind of complete breakdown. And I learned from that for the future as well, when we invite again teams from far away, which come from temperature, from climate zones, which are far away from what we have here. I think we have to prepare them.
On the other side, for example, we have some of the players, the Commerce Regional team, and that is the truth, that are bullying players in the MTC Oxford Youth Soccer League because the physique and being better talented. And then when you play against your peers that's also good talented, that's better, or that is on the same par as you, but they work a little bit more, we couldn't see these players. And that is the difference, that no, our challenges and our opponents are not the ones that is under us. It's the ones that is better than us, and the ones better than us are the ones from outside. And that was definitely part of the reasons why we actually said these guys must come out. Some of these players that had an injury or was taken off because the levels are not the same, and I think that's where mentality comes from. And I think these players know themselves that, you have talent, but talent without work doesn't mean anything. And that was the difference between Sunrise and the Commerce Regional team and the Princess and Sunrise team. And I think the message that we give them as coaches, and then also the message that we give other players in the HopHydro Soccer League or Namibia on our own, is to say, it's never enough. You always have to do more than what you ask for. So if with this tournament, what we've seen, every and each player from the under 17 onwards decides that, listen, no coach is going to tell me that I have to be physically fit. No coach is going to tell me that I have to be an athlete. If I bring those two, then the coaches can work on my technical ability, and the technical approach will automatically be linked to your technical ability, and that's how we can grow, and that's how they can grow. These young players can grow as players, because it's never enough. There's always, you have to best believe there's always somebody that is doing better than you, and they have to know that your peers, if you want to turn professional or want to make soccer a living, your peers is not in Namibia, it's not here. You have to be better than your guys here, but to go further, you have to be better than the guys at the team or the country that you are hoping to go. So that's what I'm saying. The message that we're saying, and that I'm saying, is that always try to do more than you ask to do. No, I just think that we're in a good space. We need to work a little bit more than what we are asked for. And as players, I think the responsibility is definitely on you. The platforms are being created, but you always have to do a little bit more than what you ask for. And when we perform on the field, that's how it's easier for people like you and me to actually try and create better platforms for these players. And I think you always never know what you have till you've lost it. But while you are there, do as much as you can, as long as you can, and then just try to be better every day. And it's not only a soccer lesson, it's really just a life lesson. Try to be better than what I used to be. And I think the regional team, the Commerce regional team, beating Nuremberg. I mean, the first goal I think was from a set piece. The defender running and attacking the ball. It's a highlight for us as Namibians. We don't really see that phase of a match, which is set pieces, as a way of actually getting a goal. We're just like, we're gonna go do it. And I think that was really a highlight. And then for us also as CBS to have won and beaten Nuremberg convincingly with the goals that we did, I think it's good for their confidence. It's good for them going further, and it's preparing them for the upcoming tournament that we're going to take place in Cape Town.
When we invite teams from far away, where they have currently snow and winter, come to our 35-40 degrees here in Namibia, we really have to teach them before they come what it means to come to our country, how they can prepare better, and I think we really need to help them to avoid a situation which Nuremberg had now this year in the tournament.
And then I would say with Nuremberg, yes, unfortunate that the conditions was really against them. I would also say in retrospect that it was maybe they could have organized it better, in the sense that maybe they should have taken more days to acclimatize, because the heat really killed them. But you could still see the organization around them, whether it's building up, keeping the ball, running off the ball. Those basics are drilled into the players, and I just think that the heat and the altitude obviously beat them.
We have to make them aware what is our temperatures here, what is our elevation, what does it mean when you play soccer here during the day. 40% of the whole team had a heat stroke and was handicapped. I mean, Sundowns is probably the best team all over the southern African region, and when you see them play, you can only learn from them. You need to have big eyes and open ears. You need to see their tactics. You need to see how they move on the field. I saw a lot of the spectators were coaches, were soccer players from other age groups. And in case they really observed all that very closely, even by watching, you can learn so much from them.
That is actually really quite easy, and it's also part of the lessons that we're looking for. Sundowns is organized. Sundowns has a structure, and everybody in that structure knows what is their job title, and they get in charge on their job title. You're a winger, you need to eliminate. And how do you eliminate? Get the ball, 1 against 1, use your speed, fint, and get that cross in. Those are the basics, and everybody knows their job description, and that's what it did.
For many German players, this was their first time in Africa. The tournament was not just about football, it was an opportunity to immerse themselves in Namibian culture and hospitality.
As I love the vibe here, I love the weather, the people are friendly, you can see wild animals on a safari, and it's just a crazy country. I'm absolutely sure I will come back in the future.
You'll also see, I told you that the McDonald's, because of the letter M, they are called the bush antenna, because when they run, the tail is up. It is a follow me sign. It makes it easier for them to follow each other when they run, especially in tall grasses. They can easily see each other.
ist eine riesen Ehre für uns, sowas mal zu erleben. Also für mich jetzt das erste Mal, dass ich eine Botschaft von Ihnen sehe. Also von daher erstmal vielen Dank für das Erlebnis, hat uns echt sehr gefreut. Auch für die Gastfreundlichkeit generell hier vom ersten Tag an. In Namibia muss ich sagen, sportlich hat man schwierige Tage, muss ich anzugeben. Hat verschiedene Gründe. Wichtig ist nur, dass wir das, glaube ich, die Jungs, wir alle, das als Erfahrung mitnehmen und daraus lernen. Das werden wir mit Sicherheit. Hatten auch leider 2 Verletzungen jetzt die Tage. Aber muss ich sagen, was wir da in diesem Aufenthalt im Krankenhaus auf dem Weg an netten Menschen kennengelernt haben, das muss ich schon sagen. Das war wieder das Schöne an der Seite, total hilfsbereit. Alle uns unterstützt, das muss ich auch sagen. Also können Sie vielleicht auch mitnehmen in dem Land, wo Sie jetzt unterwegs sind. Also es war echt richtig cool. Also vielen, vielen Dank für den heutigen Abend. Natürlich haben wir auch ein Trikot mitgebracht von unserem ruhmreichen Verein. Vielleicht finden Sie ein kleines Plätzchen in der Botschaft, wo auch immer. Oder beim deutschen Botschaft. Irgendwo in der Wohnung, weiß ich nicht, ob der auf dem Club steht. Also vielen, vielen Dank. Ein Trikot natürlich und natürlich ein Dunkel vielleicht fürs Büro oder sonst wo. Also vielen Dank für den schönen Abend.
In the spirit of international friendship, One FC Nürnberg was hosted by the German embassy in Windhoek, strengthening cultural ties between Namibia and Germany.
Okay, I have 2 things. Soccer lives from its spectators. If there's no spectators, there's no soccer, and the whole situation doesn't work. Therefore, I'm super happy that we had so many spectators, more than 3,000 spectators on every match day, and I hope in future it gets even more. Soccer lives from its fans, from its spectators.
I think it was well received. I think the youth, the public, they longed for that. It was good, especially seeing that our national teams don't play at home. It was good to see foreign opponents coming on our show and just seeing where and how far they are. That's really one aspect, and then we're looking forward to obviously having a second edition.
I'm looking forward that we have in future as well on our left and right side strong sponsors as we had them this year to make this happen, because it's for Namibia a new level of junior soccer presentation, and I think it goes definitely in the right way. The overall experience was very positive, and we achieved all the goals and milestones we set in front. Of course, there's always lessons learned, so we plan now already for HopHydro Cup 2026, which will most probably be from 15 to 18.
Can we add maybe a younger age group? Can we have maybe an under 11, under 12, under 13 player also being exposed already at that age against international opponents? That's what we're looking at and seeing and thinking whether we can actually also improve on that. You know, for the boys to have beaten Nürnberg, I think that was obviously a huge morale booster. Sunderland's winning it, I think, is well deserved. The overall package of their approach was on point, and for our boys to have come second, I think it's good to know that, you know what, you've done some work, but there's still plenty of work to do.
January 2026. You see from this, it is now 4 days instead of 3 days. This is one lesson learned. We do not want to let one team play twice in a day. Therefore, we extend the tournament from Thursday to Sunday. If we do it within 4 days, each team has only 1 match per day.
In the end, Mamelodi Sundowns dominated, winning all their matches and taking home the HopHydro Cup Namibia 2025 trophy. The HopHydro Cup Namibia 2025, more than a tournament, a celebration of youth, talent and global unity through sport. Until next year.